I'ma ride for my motherfucking nigga.
We are back, and we are on a Sean Strickland fight week. UFC 297 predictions. Hopefully they're better than my last predictions. Let's see how many we can get right this weekend. The first fight of the early prelims is Malcolm Gordon versus Jimmy Flick. I am going with Malcolm Gordon for three main reasons. Taller, stronger, and longer. He's a stronger fighter. What I mean by that, he has more power. Longer, I mean by his reach. And what I mean by tallness, his height. I think Malcolm Gordon will win by second round TKO or KO. The second fight of the early prelims is Jasmine Vicious versus Priscilla Capoeira. I'm going with Jasmine to win this fight. I just think she's the better fighter. She has better grappling, better striking. The only thing I think I can give to Capoeira is probably the power. Other than that, she has nothing in my opinion. Jasmine is just a better version of Capoeira. My bad if I said that name wrong. But I do think Jasmine will win a 30-27 or a 29-28 decision. Now the third fight, or the featured fight on the early prelim, is Johan Lainez versus Sam Patterson. I am going with Lainez, even though I do think both of these fighters aren't that good. I mean, other than Patterson's grappling, there's really nothing he's good at. Lainez, of course, is a good boxer, you could say. But I am going with Lainez. I think his power would just be able to run through Patterson. Patterson is one of those tall people that just keeps his chin up in the air because he's tall. So I'm going to go with, in the late second round or early third round, KO or TKO. And now we move on to the prelims. Julian Roberts versus Polyana Viana. I know I said I'm gonna stop doing this, but I can't. I literally my body cannot force me to go with the ugliest woman alive, Julian Roberts. I'm going with Polyana Viana, and I'm really hoping for a knockout. So I'm going with Polyana Viana to win by knockout late in the first or early in the second. And now we go to the second fight in the prelim. Serhii Sidiv versus Ramon Tavares. This is actually a rematch. Serhii Sidiv knocked out Ramon, but it was a very, very early stoppage. I had Ramon to beat Serhii in the Dana White Contender Series, so I'm gonna go with him again, even though he got knocked out. He is the underdog, and I'm telling you right now, he is my lock of the prelims. Ramon is just way more aggressive and powerful, and we even saw it against the fight against Serhii. He was able to defend a takedown, he was out striking him, but then he just got knocked down. I mean, it happens, but this time I think he'll be able to knock out his opponent and get his revenge in the second round. And now for the third fight of the prelim, Charles Jourdain versus Sean Woodson. I am going with Charles Jourdain due to the fact that I just simply think he is the better fighter. He has better kickboxing, better grappling, and is just the more well-rounded fighter. If it gets to the ground, he will be able to submit Woodson. If Woodson tries to kickbox with him in range, even though Sean Woodson has a longer reach, I still think Jourdain will be able to beat him. I have Jourdain to win by decision 29-28. And now for the featured prelim, Brad Katona versus Garrett Armfield. I'm going with Brad Katona. I really do like Brad Katona, and I like his fighting style. He's durable. He will pack a punch on you. He's just powerful as hell. He literally has really only lost to Merab, and losing to Merab isn't a bad thing. I think he will win by knockout in the middle of the third round. And now we're off to the main card. Arnold Allen versus Movsar Ailov. I'm going with the underdog Arnold Allen simply due to the fact that I know he's the better fighter. He has better striking. He's the better takedown defense. He's not going to get taken down once this match. I'm going to bet you right now he will not get taken down once. And if he does, he will immediately get back up. Arnold Allen will win by a dominant 30-27 decision. We go off to the second fight of the main card, Chris Curtis versus Marc-André Barral. This is a super simple one to predict. Chris Curtis will win. He has more power, he's the better striker, and he has better grappling. He will win by second round knockout or TKO. And now we're off to the third fight of the main card, Neil Magny versus Mike Malott. This is another simple one to predict. Mike Malott will win by decision. He's the better striker, better grappler. Basically the same thing as Chris Curtis, he just won't get a knockout. And now we're off to the co-main event, Raquel Pennington versus Maria Bueno Silva. I am going with the underdog Raquel Pennington. I think she's better, she has better grappling, she has better striking, she's more powerful, but the big difference of course is going to be the striking. Silva was never a bad grappler, so I do think though Raquel Pennington will be able to get a third round knockout. Maria Bueno Silva was not doing against Holly Holm good, and she just won't be able to do anything to Raquel Pennington. Simple as that. And now for the main event, Deshaun Strickland versus Dricus Duplessis. Of course, I'm going with Deshaun Strickland. I think he's better at fighting. He's the better striker. But of course, Dricus will always have that power punch. But the thing is, I don't think he'll be able to catch Strickland. And I think it'll be just like Izzy, where he will just dominate him for 5 rounds. Deshaun Strickland by 50-45 decision. Those are all my predictions in under 5 minutes.